Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. So good to have you here. Somebody messed with my screen. I know who did it too. But that's okay. I'll fix it when we go to our next story. Hey, first of all, the Predators are always waiting for you to go to a game. They have so much fun stuff that they do. And I hope that today we got a little drizzle in the forecast, some thunderstorms a little bit later this afternoon, but hopefully you're dry. And you can always go to stay inside at the Predators game. See, even if it rains, you can still have a good time at the Nashville Predators.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd, the goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Experience Predators hockey all season long. Visit NashvillePredators.com/season tickets and join the Loyal Legion today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
Let's head off to Wilson County now, where Wilson County schools celebrate their Teacher of the Year.
Well, this past Friday night, it was the Wilson County Teacher of the Year banquet, and taking home that awesome honor was Watertown Middle's Mrs. Joan Oxley. So let's go inside and learn more about what makes Mrs. Oxley such an incredible educator. She's the newest Wilson County Teacher of the Year, and if you ask her what she was thinking when her name was called, this is what she'll say. Did you think that you would be called?
No, I had no idea at all. No clue.
Why would you think you wouldn't be called? You had just as good a shot as anyone.
Because there were so many other teachers out there that I knew, that I had worked with, that I just felt like they were probably better. They exemplified for Teacher of the Year too. So, and I like to watch other people shine and just see them glow instead of it being on me.
Joan Oxley has been a teacher for 2 decades, all but 1 year with Wilson County Schools. She's had a lot of students over the years, and even after all this time, she still loves teaching.
I feel like you have to build a relationship with students. If they know that I care about them as a person, then everything else will fall into place. And I do enjoy joking with the kids, or with my students, but they also know when I'm ready to learn or teach, it's time to go. But I guess just building relationships.
Currently teaching 8th grade social studies, her students absolutely adore her.
She's kind of like a role model, basically, because she treats us as like her children.
And wants to see you succeed, right?
Yeah.
What makes Miss Oxley so great?
She's just funny, and like she actually cares about the students.
Every day I come into her class, I look forward to coming into her class because she makes it fun. Well, she still teaches good, but she makes it fun and relatable.
She keeps your attention, right? She's as humble as it gets when it comes to this award, but perhaps her biggest fan teaches just a few doors down from her at Watertown Middle. It's her son, Matt. Your mom winning this award, when you heard the news, I mean, what was your first thought?
You know, the first thing that came to my mind was, well, Does she deserve it? And no, I'm just kidding. She truly does deserve it. She is a really, really good teacher and a really, really good mentor as well.
He couldn't be more proud of her, and so are we.
When she won the award, my dad previously texted me and he said, hey, son, your mom won the Teacher of the Year. And I said, yeah, I know. We all voted for her here at the school. And he said, no. She won it for the county. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, that's a big deal.
It's a very big deal, and we say congrats again to Mrs. Joan Oxley for being named as the 2023 Wilson County Teacher of the Year, and a special thank you goes to all of those who were nominated from their respective schools. Have that a round of applause for Ms. Oxley. We also say thank you to Wilson County Motors and Cedarstone Bank for spearheading this incredible Wilson County Teacher Awards program many years ago. I'm Bart Barker with Wilson County Schools.
Thank you, Bob. Wilson County Schools. You can follow all the things Wilson County Schools and all the programs and new things and Teacher of the Year at YouTube's Wilson County Schools channel. Be sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you know when they make an update. You guys, it is Thursday, which means we check in with our pro on the go, Tracy Hitz, who takes us all things Nashville entertainment. Hey, Tracy, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. You really are on the go, aren't you?
I am. I'm headed to the Source luncheon here.
Oh, I love that organization. Tell people what Source is.
It is a women's networking group that provides some professional development opportunities and just opportunities to learn and grow in the music industry. And it's a great group of women, and it's the longest running organization of its kind in Nashville. So I'm super excited to be on the board and headed over to a panel about safety and security as it pertains to artists.
I love that organization. Just at the very beginning of it, I used to host their award shows, and I just love it. And it's for the women behind the scenes. A lot of times, I love when it might be a receptionist, it might be someone who ran a publishing company. It's all over the roadmap, and the people that really did make Music City, Music City. Well, what else is going on in this town?
Well, I got Lil Wayne tonight at a Marathon Works, so that'll be a fun one. I was actually on WSMV yesterday talking about our Severe Park Fest that is coming up next weekend with Will Hogan and Lily Hyatt. But while I was on there, the Three Mexican Tenors, the conductor for that was on there as well. And he had an awesome story. That's at the Schermerhorn tonight and tomorrow, and I believe Saturday. And it's like he learned from his dad, and it was like this really cool story. So that's happening at the Schermerhorn this weekend. I know that you've got Laura Swanson also working with her on SIP Tennessee for that festival, but tomorrow is Sips for Species at the Nashville Zoo. So I know
we love that Sips for Species. We talked about it, and it's a very, very cool event.
Yeah, I mean, animals and wine. Perfect. So that's tomorrow. And then you've got Kit Moore is doing an in-store performance for an album signing for his record release tomorrow at Grammys. I love Grammys, but it's cool when they get the artists in there to do the performances. So that's happening tomorrow. And then Connor Smith is at Exit In. Love Exit In. So that's tomorrow. Saturday, again, I love the City Winery and all of their brunches, but they've got the Billy Joel and Elton John brunch on Saturday morning. So that's awesome. And then I think it competes with your Backstage Nashville, which another good one. Who you want to talk about who you've got?
Oh, Mark Nessler's on the show, and I don't even have to say any more than Mark Nessler. There are more, but Mark Nessler, that's enough. It's enough. He knows I just love him more than Lunch and Jewelry. He just to see you smile. I mean, such songs that he's got. And plus he's just a cool dude. But they've got a full slate of great people.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then Sunday, we've got Blues Travelers at Ryman Auditorium, and then it's Amphitheater season time. So Steve Miller Band is at the First Bank Amphitheater Sunday nights. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't call him a space cowboy. I wore the right shirt for Steve Miller Band.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be you're killing it. It looks like it's gonna be good weather too. And then if you don't end up down there, you got Claire Cunningham. She's performing at City Winery. I love her.
Oh, she's incredible. She just did our last St. Patrick's Day Taste of Nashville, and she just blew us away. She got a new single coming out this week too.
Yeah, she is she's very talented, but she's just so sweet too. So definitely if you're looking for something to do and someone to support, Sunday at City Winery is her show. And then Monday, a girl named Tom, they were on The Voice. They're a trio. They're fantastic.
Oh,
they're gonna be Monday. Yeah, Monday at the CMA Theater, Monday night. So that's definitely one that I think people should go to as well.
Oh, I love them. And who were they? They were on with Kinsey Rose? Didn't they do like a duet thing with Kinsey Rose?
Ooh, maybe.
I think
Good memory.
they did, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I sometimes I get my people confused, but I think that's who it was, and they were just fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for keeping us in the know and where to go. And the hitslist.com is where you can go and see all of these things compiled every week. Tracy does such a great job of that. You are not going to go wrong with anything she suggests. If you're watching somewhere else and you're coming to Nashville for vacation, always check out the hitslist.com first. And then if you're an artist coming to town, hitsandbranding.com. That's her company. And she will help you get your brand on if you're an artist. How about that?
Awesome.
You know what you do?
That is what I do. I've been doing, we're doing it a lot. And it's really funny. You meet one artist and then they tell other artists about you. And then all of a sudden you're helping everybody. So yeah, it's great.
I love it. Well, you have a great weekend. I know you're going to be busy, but
I
you
am.
always are. Well, you take care and I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I'm still into that Steve Miller Band being in town. Ooh, that's some good stuff. Hey, bringing you our daily yummy is my friend Brenda Fielder, and she is from Mid-South Exteriors. If you've got a house and you go, you know what? It just needs something new. I don't know. I can't buy me a new house, but I can do a little something to breathe some new life and a new look into some old structures.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at MidSouthExteriors.com.
Y'all, if you took Tony Chachere's seasoning away from me, I could not cook. I couldn't do a thing. My life just wouldn't be as happy without Tony Chachere's seasoning. So Tony Chachere's Kitchen, they have great recipes. You can follow them on YouTube. They're just so good. And I'm always looking for the best creamy chicken and wild rice soup. Always. And Panera still has it. Thank you, Lord, for miracles. And Publix has some really good creamy chicken and wild rice soup, but it's just not always when I want it. A day like today, I don't care if it is kind of temperate temperatures. It just looks like a soup day. So I thought you might like that little recipe. It makes it really easy. And you can use wild rice that's cooked, and make it easy on yourself. Use the Uncle Ben's. It's easy. Just put that all together, put a little cream in there, and I always say slap your mama good, but that's a different seasoning. use Tony's. Y'all, Laura Swanson has got a good idea for us. If you have not tried Tennessee wines, you are missing out. Laura, how are you, my friend?
I am great. How are you? It's a little dark in here. Let me see if I can adjust the light a little bit and make it a little bit lighter for me.
You know what? It's just dark outside. It's one of those kind of cozy days. It's kind of a day that you want to, hunker down and have something warm, and then might have a glass of wine to warm you up from the inside out, right?
Creamy chicken soup goes well with wine. I'm sure there is a
Mhm.
wine that goes with Tony's seasoning. I know there is somewhere.
Well, you've got a really important event coming up, and it is next week, right?
It is. It's next Saturday, May 6th at Nashville Shores. It's the Sip TN Wine Festival. Some of you may remember many years ago, the Mount Juliet Chamber of Commerce did a wine festival with our organization at Nashville Shores. It moved back to Wilson County. COVID kind of closed everything up, and the Mount Juliet Chamber of Commerce said, we're not in the festival business anymore. And so we have officially taken that back on, and we're coming back to Nashville Shores.
Nashville Shores, it's going to be the kickoff to spring. I always think is Cinco de Mayo weekend. I mean, it's always that time when you kind of get things going, and Nashville Shores is such a treasure here. It's so much fun. And you've got this wonderful wine festival, but it features Tennessee wines. And just so people understand, there you can go to Sonoma, you can go to Napa, you can spend the money and go out there, or you can be part of the Tennessee Wine Trail. Can you tell us what that is?
Yes. So in September, our organization launched a statewide wine trail. It now features almost 60 wineries across the state. It is literally from Mountain City to Memphis. And if you're not familiar with Mountain City, it is the tiny point in Upper East Tennessee where Virginia and North Carolina come together. And then, of course, down in Memphis, we have, like I said, almost 60 wineries on the statewide wine trail, and 16 of them are going to be in Nashville on May 6th at the Sip TN Wine Festival.
So it's kind of like a precursor to a nice wine trail vacation coming up in the fall. You told me something interesting. Y'all do not know this, but I met Laura on the phone, and we talked for about an hour and a half, and we had so much fun just catching up and seeing this and this and this and this. Tell us a little bit about the wine industry. Also is very entrenched in agriculture because you need more fruit growers.
Yes, absolutely. So the majority of our wineries do use Tennessee grown fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, there is not enough fruit in the state to support the growing Tennessee wine industry. We now have 80 wineries in Tennessee, and then another 30 or so tasting rooms. So each winery can have up to 2 tasting rooms. So there are 114 places in Tennessee where you can taste Tennessee wine. Some of our wineries do have to go out of state to get their grapes because there's just not enough fruit here in the state. And then there are also some types of grapes that just don't grow in Tennessee. So some wineries do have to go to Washington, California, and Oregon to get some of those special red grapes that people love so well, like Cabernet Sauvignon. It will not grow here, but our wineries do have the option to get those grapes from out of state, bring them back here, and turn those into Tennessee wine.
What grapes do grow well? If someone has a little plot and they'd like to grow grapes, it's a great money crop. It's not as labor intensive as you might think, but there's work involved. Ain't no farming that there's not work involved. But what are some grapes that actually do grow well here?
So depending on the part of the state will depend on the type of grape that will grow best. What we encourage people to do is talk to your local wineries and find out what they need, because the first thing you want to do is you want to grow a grape that people need. Tennessee has a lot of muscadines. There's always room for muscadines, but right now, because they grow so prolifically, there's not that much of a market for muscadines because they're just everywhere. However, some other varieties that do grow well here that people do need, Traminette, Chamberson, Chardonnay, Catawba, those are just some examples of grapes that grow well in the South that winemakers do need. And they can be used alone or blended with other grapes to make some other varieties, to make some other types of wine.
Oh, I love that. Laura, are you going to have some educational things along with the SIPTN? Are you going to have some of those?
Not this year. This year will be the first year we're bringing it back to Nashville Shores. And we really want to focus on first getting people back to Nashville Shores, to the great time that they had there. And after that, we want to build on this. So we see next year being that opportunity to bring in the educational workshops and the other type events, such as cooking with wine, that was so popular there in the past at Nashville Shores.
Love it. Nashville Shores, give us the date and the time and where they get tickets.
You can get tickets at siptn.com. It will be on Saturday, May 6th from 12 to 5 p.m. And each person will get a tote bag where they can buy wine and one of these tiny, cute tasting glasses that are just adorable.
Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Laura, you were the best. And we'll talk more about this in the coming week just to get us all prepared. Tennessee Wines has a great YouTube channel, by the way. And so you can go on and see all sorts of interesting things and feature some of the members of the wineries and some that are around here that you can take a look at. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you so much, Devin. I hope you have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. There's another very cool show coming up on Saturday. We got Jim Brown standing by, but before that, I got to make sure that you remember that the Nashville Zoo has something very special just for you, your kids, your grandkids. All the family loves Dino Trek. Oh, before we check in with Jim, I got to make sure that we play our daily giggle because it's brought to you by 50 Forward, the All of Us research program. Shout out to Joe Dubin, who was hosting an event yesterday at 50 Forward all about the All of Us research program. joinallofus.org/50 Forward to be counted in the new health research program. We want to make sure our age group gets represented. And now our daily giggle.
Enjoy Venice too much. It's good Venice, fantastic. Prof, sei il numero uno, prof. Ti è con te storia di tua vita?
It's when you get in there, I swear to you, there's certain things like boat rides and bus rides. I get so sleepy. And one more time, do you see what's going on?
Enjoy Venice too much. It's good Venice, fantastic. Prof, sei il numero uno, prof.
They've got the guy in Venice and he's doing, it's the big romantic trip and they're just out. I go, all right, there you go. Well, Jim Brown joins us. Hey, Jim, how are you?
Doing good. How are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I know you're on the way to the studio today. It's going to be a big old day for you, but this Saturday night, you're going to be doing something very cool with Confederate Railroad in town.
Yeah, Confederate Railroad, Derek St. Holmes. Don't know if your listeners are very familiar with Derek. Got Maddie True, and it's going to be a fun night.
And it's at a venue that I had never heard of. It's in Arrington, Tennessee. And where can they go to find tickets to go see Confederate Railroad, you and Derek and Maddie?
Dolansvenue.com. DOLANS venue.com.
Dolansvenue.com. And it's, speaking of a great winery, Arrington, you're no shortage of being with the Arrington Winery. because it's right there. Kix Brooks, that's his place down in Arrington. Just for people have a visual, but it's down in that whole area.
If you get off at exit 42, headed to Murfreesboro, you make a left, go back under 840, and you make a right there by Twice Daily, and it takes you right over to the venue. If you're coming the opposite direction.
Because I'm going to be doing a little Facebook Live before. I'm going to be backstage with all y'all, and I cannot wait. And Jim, you were so kind to ask me to be a part of it, and I'm so thrilled. And I'm going to see you on Saturday night. Now, what time does it start? What time does it open?
Gates open at 5. Entertainment starts at 6. There will be food trucks there and whatnot, different varieties of foods, and obviously there will be drinks and that sort of thing as well. So they have a full-blown venue with food down below and food up top. So wherever you sit, you've got convenience. It's a pretty neat thing.
That is dolansvenue.com, and that is Saturday night, gates at 5, show at 6, food trucks, drink, bring you a little extra something. You can get your tickets ahead of time, though. That's what I suggest do, because
absolutely. For those of you that are familiar with the old Starwood, this is set up almost identical to Starwood.
We were just talking earlier. Really Tracy from the Hitz List was just talking about it. It's amphitheater season.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
it is.
The rain's supposed to be away, and it's going to be, I think, a high 72, 73. So bring your lawn chairs. It's all grass type seating, and blanket or two if you want to spread it on the ground for the kiddos. It's child friendly and pet friendly.
Whoa. Dolansvenue.com, and it's a way to check out a new venue in Nashville. I love it. Jim, you be careful. And what you cutting in the studio today?
Oh, I can't tell you.
Oh my gosh, you gonna make me wait?
I have to. We've been fortunate enough this year to get tied up with a label, something I swore I'd never do again, but. So they're kind of making me keep everything on the down low, but it's good stuff. It's I like to think each time you go in the studio, it's always better than what you've done before. But this by far is good. It's better than what we've done before, and it's my kind of music. It's coming back to the basics of country with a little bit of today's twist to it. So.
I love it. Jim, I love you more than lunch and jewelry. Jim Brown, everybody. And he's going to be along with, I know, that's a special group.
Yeah. Lunch and jewelry. I love that.
Well, I'll talk to you soon.
You and my wife resemble that remark.
I love her too.
But we are so blessed to have you out here and helping us. And I just felt so blessed that you agreed to do this for us, and you're my go-to every time we come to Nashville.
Well, God bless you, and I will see you soon. See you Saturday.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you take care.
Love you guys. See you
Love
then.
you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love him. Oh my gosh, y'all. We got everybody who's jumping in there. Perry Armstrong is with us. Look at there, Steve. You did make it in from Minneapolis. You did get to join us. Oh, everybody saying hi to Steve. Leslie Etheridge joining us from North Carolina. Nancy Hennessy. Hi. Good day for Guinness stew. It is a good day for Guinness stew. We're both laughing. Yes, Shelley, that was both. We were talking about the two people riding in the boat in the Daily Giggle today. It's just when you go, I just can't stay awake, y'all. I just can't stay awake. Let's see who else. Let's see. Make sure I got everybody. Michelle, the Queen, has joined the group. Y'all, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. I love when you join each and every day. Follow, subscribe, and share. That's how we do it. Boom, boom. And I'll see you tomorrow, Farming Friday. And have a great rest of your day. And I hope that I see you at Backstage Nashville on Saturday. Be safe, be kind. Remember, you are loved.
We are home. We are family. We are things to do and places to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. you made